So how's it going, my no-fap and semen retention brothers? So today's video, you're gonna like this one. I'm gonna talk to you guys about why semen retention is so freaking powerful. Many of us are on this train, and many of us are even new, and we want to know what the heck all the hype is. Why should I do this? Why can't I just fap and have that 5 seconds where I feel amazing? I'm going to tell you some benefits now that may or may not help you stay on this journey for good. And what I'm going to discuss in this video is going to be powerful facts that will help you during this journey. So first things first, you're keeping your sexual energy inside you, your most powerful energy. It's the most powerful life force. It makes another life. You have to really think about that. It's a continuation of life. You have the power, men, you guys have the power to make another person. All right? You see how you are? You have the power to make another you. Think about that. That's insane. And think about if you're extremely smart, if you're extremely knowledgeable, you're very confident, you have an amazing body because you work out and you eat healthy. You can make another person like that. You can make the world a better place by making another you. So you guys really got to think about that. See, building up this energy obviously requires tremendous willpower, a lot of self-control, which many men, especially now, do not have, because it's honestly tougher now. I mean, sex ed is being taught in schools. It's almost encouraged to have sex at any age, whatever that may be. See, sex is just a normal thing now. People are like, oh, I've had sex with like 10 people. I have sex with like 20 people. And it's not even like you bat an eye on that. You just like, okay, that's cool. Like, it's a normal thing. And that to me is crazy, to be completely honest. Places like clubs exist. Places like that want you to lose your virginity, they exist. And that just shows me where this world is actually headed. See, these places are there because the business owners of those places know what this world is coming to. They know how weak many men are. They know how weak a lot of females are as well. You guys, all you want is just to have sex. And that's pretty much your main purpose. That to me is ridiculous. You guys have a lot more to live for than just having sex constantly. So the best benefits that I've experienced with semen retention, well, one has to be the energy, the amount of energy I feel, because all that energy of arousal that's building up inside me is not being released through fapping anymore. It's being released creatively. All right, I'm focusing on different goals I can accomplish every single day, whether that may be physical goals or whether that may be things that I can do in an hour or two. It could be cleaning your room, it could be reading a book, it could be something as like eating a healthy meal. That also requires a lot of willpower. Many people don't have this, but as you keep going on the semen retention train, I promise you, your willpower will increase a lot more. And along with these physical benefits, you get so much stronger. You gain more muscle mass. I've noticed I've gained a lot more muscle mass than before because I really started to take this semen retention train seriously. Just started, doing no PMO for a very long time. And I applied all that energy that I had towards lifting bigger weights or lifting them with proper form. That's the main thing, to be completely honest, is lifting things with proper form. Because if you lift it with crappy form, one, you're not really going to see the gains that you want, and two, you're ego lifting. Another thing is you're probably going to injure yourself. I've done that mistake myself. Okay, everybody was a rookie at one point when it comes to exercising, and almost every guy out there who's serious about lifting has probably injured himself. Usually happens because you just overwork yourself. But as you're on this journey, you realize your ego goes out the door. You realize how much you're actually able to lift and what is not going to make those injuries happen again. Something else that happens, your focus on your purpose, on your goals, becomes a lot more of a priority. Because before, I don't know what your priority might have been, probably was females. Most men out there, even now, even some men who may even watch videos about nofap and semen retention, some of these men still probably focus on females so much because they don't think the semen retention thing is real. They just think it's a hype kind of thing. You know, it's going on for a year. It's probably going to be dead by next year. It's not like that at all, to be honest. If anything, I want to keep promoting this all the time because it's really changing my life for the better. And I'm pretty darn sure it's changing a lot of other men's lives too. You just have to transmute what you feel, the excitement, arousal that you feel inside you, the proper way. I made a video about this yesterday. And once you start doing that, you're going to become almost kind of addicted to that. I don't want to call it addiction because addiction is used as a bad term. And it comes from something negative, you know, like I'm addicted to junk food. I'm addicted to watching pornographic videos. I'm addicted to fapping. You know, it's used as a bad thing most of the time. It's not ever used as, oh, I'm addicted to learning. You know, it doesn't just, it hits the ear a little in a weird way. But that is actually what happens. You transmute the energy that you have inside you the proper way. And in turn, obviously, you reach your goals. Whatever goals you may have, short-term goals, long-term goals, you will reach them because you're not fapping away your benefits. And obviously, I always say things like females are the last thing you should be worried about on this journey, but that is actually another benefit that comes. Many of you guys may be like, oh, that's a good thing. Many of you guys will be like, oh, I don't give a crap. I'm red pill or even black pill. But yeah, females, they can sense your pheromones. Now, you guys may not know this, but females can even not like who you are. They probably don't like your personality. Let's say if you guys are on a first date or something, but if they can smell those pheromones on you, they're going to be very attracted to you. They're not going to know why exactly this is happening, and they're not going to know why they like to keep their noses buried in your neck. And even you might be a little confused, like, my connection with this girl is not all that, you know, it's just, I don't think we can even go on a second date, but for some reason she keeps smelling me. You know why? These are the alpha male pheromones that are bouncing off you. You might not realize this, but this is what happens when you're on semen retention. All right, females can sense this. Like, I always say that they probably don't know much, but they can sense this. The fact that you're an alpha male who is on semen retention, and you just, to them, feel like the most powerful guy out there. That's why they can't stop really smelling you. Those pheromones are just bouncing off you, man. And this, in turn, makes it easier for many men out there, especially most MGTOW men, to just sleep, and sleep with them, smash. And that's the main purpose of most MGTOW men, right? And it makes it easier for, even if some guys are blue pill, suggest nobody should be blue pill, to be completely honest right now. You guys could flirt with them. It's easy, very easy to flirt with them then. Like, if she already senses those pheromones from you, and then you really don't have to be worried about anything. Like, you can say the crappiest jokes, you can say the most boring story about your life, and she's not gonna know, why the heck am I attracted to this guy so much? Why does he smell like home, pretty much? Like, that's what her sense is. Like, it just smells like this is my home. It sounds a little weird, I know, but trust me, that's how it works. And like I said, alpha male mindset, that's how it all develops. Your mindset just becomes into more of an alpha male, more of a sigma male for me, because I don't really like to, you know, brag or anything. I know alpha males don't really brag about their accomplishments or anything, but sigma males tend to just be a little slightly more introverted. I'm not extremely knowledgeable about that. If you are, then you might, you know, leave that in the comment section below. So, but that's how your mindset ends up developing. And then That's the guy who all the females want. Some of them don't even know why they want him, but it's those pheromones that are bouncing off him. She can't stop smelling his neck. So obviously the only way to do that is keep her face buried in his neck, right? What's that? That's going to indicate that she really likes you or is just really creepy. But yeah, and men respect you as other men. You know, that's actually a big thing for me, to be completely honest, because as I grew up in middle school, in high school, men didn't really respect me. Or even early college days, men didn't really respect me, and I did not know why. I was like, I'm a nice dude, I don't do anything that, you know, to hurt these guys, I'm the nice guy all the time. If anything, I was just a beta male. And I don't know, like I guess because I wasn't really able to speak up, I was that introverted, and I was just so antisocial because I was just giving all my time, all my energy that I had inside me, all that masculine energy that I had, I was giving it to pornographic videos. So obviously I realized that a much longer time later, but since I did, now I actually feel men respect me and I respect them, and it's just a mutual connection, you know, where it's easier to talk to you guys, it's easier to communicate. And see, this is what happens. You actually become into a humble yet authoritative man. See, what this means is that you don't ever brag about your accomplishments. You don't ever like to show off your accomplishments like that. And I noticed this started to happen to me. Like, I remember before when I was not on this train, and if I saw any kind of muscle gain, I would straight up put on my tank top, and I would go to school, I would go to college, and I would feel amazing. I would be like, yeah, check out my gains, you know, like I'm making all these amazing gains. But now it's just like, I'm not doing that for attention anymore. I'm doing that to live a healthier life and to make other people, other men look like that as well. I want them to look better too. I want them to concentrate on their body, not just for the aesthetics, unless you're going for a competition, you know, then that's okay. But for most men, you're not going in any competition. You just want to see your abs. You just want to see veins popping out in different places. You want to see cuts. You know, that's how you want your body to look. You just want it to look more aesthetic. But you want it to look aesthetic because you want to be healthy. You don't want to be extremely shredded, because if you're extremely shredded, that's just extremely low body fat, which is also not that great. Okay, it makes it look like you haven't eaten in a year. It makes you almost look like you're extremely unhealthy, to be honest. You should never be on the two opposites. It should always meet in the middle. Not obese, not too shredded. You got to meet in the middle, because then you actually look like a healthy person. Clothing looks better on you as well. So as you become that humble and authoritative person, you will attract the right people towards you, because this is what people will see. They will see physically, they'll see this guy's, he's fit. You know, you could tell he works out. He's humble. He's not talking my ear off. You know, he has a bunch of accomplishments. He's done so many things. He has a successful business. That will in turn attract the right people towards you, and people who may need your help, because they realize that this guy is actually humble, and it's not like if he helps somebody out, he's going to go to the other person and say, hey, look, I helped this person out, I can help you out too. No. Those people are naturally just going to gravitate toward him. See, what happens is life just becomes more fun when you're in semen retention, being completely honest. Because most guys associate fun with probably having sex or partying. But for me now, fun is accomplishing as much as I possibly can in a day. Because we had that mindset, I had that mindset back in the day where I'm like, I can't do that in a day. I can't do all these things in one single day. It's going to be impossible to do. Now my mind is just like, do as much as you possibly can, because my mind knows now that I can accomplish a lot more than I ever thought I could in one single day. Everybody gets the same 24 hours, all right? So make use of all that time that you have. You don't have to be constantly just every single minute doing something extremely productive, because if you do, you're going to be extremely tired by the end of the day. Just I mean, that's good if you want to get good night's sleep too, but eventually you will. But what I want you guys to do is also rest during your day. Take at least an hour, even 2, even 3, depending on how hard you work that day, physically and mentally. And reward yourself for that. See, semen retention taught me that I shouldn't just be beating myself up every single day and being as productive, like insanely productive, and never having time for me, like never having any kind of me time. But what I learned is that once you actually accomplish many goals within your day, this can even be in the middle of the day or at the start, whichever way you prefer it, or at the end, and you get time to yourself and you actually feel a sense of accomplishment. You're like, I earned this. I earned this time. I earned this pizza. I earned watching this TV show. All right, that's how you end up feeling. And you don't feel bad about it, because what most people do, they end up watching television for hours and hours, and that's not usually a person who's on semen retention. They won't do that because they realize their time is much more important. That's another thing. Your value of time increases a lot more. You realize that, okay, this time that I'm using it could be something as stupid as staying on your phone and being on social media for literally hours at a time. I can devote this time. I can learn a new skill. I can learn how to do one arm push-ups. I can read a book instead. I can read a book about how to negotiate properly. There's so much you can do on the semen retention journey, and it's literally one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life. This is all praise to God that He actually brought this journey into my mind, and now I'm able to show you guys what the benefits are and why it's so powerful and why you should be doing it too. And as this is going to keep happening, the world will actually become into a better place. Because if I'm able to influence you guys that way, then that means you guys are going to become better human beings, better men. And as time keeps going by, you're just going to become the best version of yourself. And then you're going to attract the best version of in a female as well, and then you're going to keep reproducing better and better people. That's how the cycle is going to go. But you guys have to get on the semen retention train, and you guys got to stay no PMO, no porn, masturbation, orgasm, and you guys always stay disciplined. All right, discipline is the best thing ever, to be honest. At this point in semen retention, I just feel discipline is a gift that was always there, but I never opened the package. All right, guys. Hopefully you guys learned a lot in this video. You guys who probably failed on this journey are now motivated to get right back on it. For those who are thinking about starting this journey, I hope this motivates you guys enough to start and stay on this journey. If you guys liked it, hit the like button down below. If you guys enjoyed my video also and you want to keep seeing these videos, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a future video. You guys could check out my Patreon page. See, stuff I put on my Patreon page is actually I put stuff on it, but I don't put it on for myself. I put it on for you guys. Everything that's on that page is for you guys. Every article on that page is just to benefit you guys. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead, check that out as well. You guys could check out my Snapchat. You guys could email me any kind of questions you guys have about anything related to NoFap and semen retention or God. Anything related to any of these 3 topics, and you guys feel that you're not getting your questions answered by other people's videos or even my videos, I'll be happy to answer you guys through an email. And you guys have any suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comment section below, man. All right, guys, let's be our heroes, man.